desktop, or tablet at KFMA.com. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, September 18th. Good morning, Weirdo.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We are busy this week. We have a lot of things that we're going to be gearing up and featuring all week long, with the culmination being Daughtry in studio on Friday, if we have things ready. I am so freaked out and concerned about our engineer actually trying to do some work. Like, we need an extra mixer, just one extra mixer and a plug-in, right?
Yeah.
This is something that somebody who knows what they're doing will take 15 minutes to do. It's taken them 5 days to respond to emails.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. But we'll see, because it doesn't stop there. Like, we are getting into like band season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have a few bands like lined up on the schedule that are going to be in studio to F with us.
Yeah.
And we are going to have a good time. So be ready for all that. Today, we're kicking off our countdown to our Beard Envy competition. Now, a lot of people submitted their pictures at KFMA.com, and we had a good group of guys to choose from. I'm going to notify our semifinalists today to be in studio Thursday and do our first ever Beard Olympics of sorts, right? In fact, actually, I just got this little package in the mail.
Oh,
yeah, this is one of the competitions here.
Oh,
The googly eyes.
Yeah.
That's gonna be super fun. But we're gonna have Tim, the owner of Rustiks Barbershop inside the Tucson Mall, in on the podcast broadcast later on. I'm excited. He's a fun dude, and he takes things to a whole nother level. Look at all these googly eyes, all these different sizes.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So what's the googly eyes for, you ask? Well, these guys have big, glorious beards that go 6, 7, 8 inches, which we're going to have to measure. We're going to have to measure the length and the girth, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and then we're also going to stick things in the beard and see how many things we can stick in each individual's beard before stuff falls out.
Like pencils and pens?
Yeah, like a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to go raid the supply closet, and I'm just going to
paper clips,
sticking stuff in. But with the googly eyes, it's the beaker challenge. Okay, so I'm excited about this one because the pictures are going to be phenomenal, and I think they'll go viral. It's basically, we're going to put googly eyes on their neck and then have them look straight up and then take a picture. So it'll look like Beaker from the Muppets, and see how glorious their hair looks with that. And I did. I went to Amazon and I was like, I need the right size eyes. I just don't know what's the right size. So I bought this variety pack. Look at all these different eyes.
Oh my God. How are they going to stick on?
Well, they're adhesive, so you pull them off.
Oh, okay. I was like, are we going to be chewing gum and sticking it on there?
I'll have to double check that too. In fact, actually, I don't know, man. Maybe you want to take these home, like 2 of the bigger eyes, and then just mess with one of your partners on their game night. Have googly eye nips. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh my God, yes.
What a boner killer. But it'd be so great at the same time. I guarantee you that's a fetish. If I just came up with that right now I have to look at Pornhub and see if they have these kind of videos. So give me just a minute. They do.
No,
all right,
okay,
nice.
Good.
All right. Well, then let me take a break real quick because I found a new fetish. All right. Our listener bait all this week is tickets for 311. Yes, their night headlining the Dusk Festival on November 11th, which is right around the corner. So you're going to have an opportunity to win those today at 8 o'clock. We have so much jam-packed, crammed to get to. So let's just start off with some music and get ready for our Morning Moron, which is the first time ever a Morning Moron has put themselves in this situation. There's a lot of times I do Morning Moron stories where I'm like, we've done a story similar to this.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Oh.
Yeah.
First time.
An original Morning Moron.
An OG.
Yes. Instant legend. So that's going to be after Five Finger Death Punch. Let's kick things off with the Mighty Mighty Foo. Here's Learn to Fly on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Turn it up. You know the name of the show. Let's go. Fun to Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show. And we're here live on the podcast broadcast. I see a look of concern backstage from James over to Daniel. Stop staring at my eye. That's his name. You know what? I got to get caught up real quick. First and foremost, I obviously should have put that off. Let me introduce in studio. This is Tim from Rustiks Barbershop. I said barbecue twice. Go ahead and put the headphones on, Tim. Good to have you in studio. And now Tim is our sponsor for the Beard Envy promotion that we're doing and very excited about. So we're going to break down who our finalists are going to be or semifinalists, and then also go through the whole procedure of what we're looking for as far as Tucson's best beard and how we're going to qualify what is the best beard. And then also backstage joining us, I believe from Austin, Texas, an old friend of mine. I'm very excited to introduce to you guys who has a brand new exciting project, who are also making their way to Tucson, Arizona, I believe, or just Arizona in general. We'll get caught up. The group is called Jane Leo, and the manly man with the mustache and the mullet is formerly known as Daniel Leopold. But
yes, sir.
Yes, you got to get me caught up because it's been a while. Now, I've known Daniel since his band Leopold and his Fiction. It was a band that I enjoyed playing on my show up in Phoenix over and over again. And Daniel's the type of guy, he just oozes machismo. And that's why I was like, this is going to fit really well when we have Tim, who owns Barbershop, right, who caters to, man needs. Yes. Daniel is just a man. Like when he comes in, he looks like he's going to be on the cover of a paper towel company, right? Like that's how manly Daniel is. Are you going by Daniel still? You going by Leopold?
Yeah, Daniel Leo. That's the alias now with this new group, Jane Leo. When we have a ton of men needs, so it's good to meet you, Tim. Thanks for
nice to meet you.
Well, you know how to groom, and you groom well. Please introduce me to your lovely I want to say like co-host. This is Weirdo. Speaking of co-host, by the way, hiding behind that sign. Your partner here in Jane Leo.
Yes, this is Jane Bryant and half of Jane Leo, and it's going well. Yeah, we're making our way to Tucson this week, right?
Yeah,
yes,
I think so.
Week.
Yeah, what's the exact day that you're going to be performing here? And do you know the details of where you're performing at and all that good stuff?
Sure, it's the Rialto.
On the 26th.
On the 26th.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a big deal. The Rialto is our kind of big, 1,500 person venue, a historic venue. Have you ever played at the Rialto before?
I have not, but I've been by it a million times when I played Club Congress, and it's kind of a bucket list venue for me.
Yeah, this is a big deal, and congratulations on that. And you're touring in support of who?
This band Cannons, they're from Los Angeles, and a band To Another from Sydney, Australia. So we're a collective, a carnival of sorts, on tagging along behind the bus, and it's been a pretty intense ride so far. We're about 20 dates into 30, and
so where are you at right now?
We're in Houston, Texas.
Okay. What linked you up on this tour? Like what and who?
Well, we've become pretty good friends with Cannons, and it's so easy for headliners to bring out friends who have talent. Luckily, we're both, appreciatively. But and then their manager became our manager, and so it's just a big happy family, And we're out here doing this thing. And again, I haven't played Tucson or Arizona for that matter in like 5 years or so, maybe 6, just with everything that's been going on. And
it's been at least that since I've seen you as well. I mean, hell, I've been down here for now going on 7 years. So
okay. Well, there you
go.
That's
right. Like that big. I'm gonna show a video real quick. I'm gonna show Tim and Weirdo. I already shown Weirdo some of the music videos that you guys have been putting together as Jane Leo, which has been on point. Now, first, this is like an 80s throwback. This song, there's a single called Big Life, is one of my favorites, but like this is 80s. Listen to the sound of this real quick. And I'm gonna play as much as I can before I get flagged on YouTube because we're streaming live.
Onto the ground, light up your silhouette. I see you well endowed. You should be proud. Life is big.
And there's, first off, aesthetically, like visually, you guys are on point, but that's just the beginning of it. And that sound doesn't necessarily encapsulate everything that Jane Leo is doing. There's a genre-defying bending, different songs that they go, but this song was so fun and just a throwback. It perfectly encapsulated like 80s synth pop, right? And obviously that was the goal, right?
Yeah, for
For
sure.
sure. Yeah. And that video kind of nailed it home, I think.
Yeah. Now, did you all green screen that? In fact, actually, there's still more that you got to see here. I mean, see what I'm saying? Like machismo. That's Daniel Leo. The dude's a stud, and he's pulling off.
It's kind of the Freddie Mercury vibe.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's been getting that a lot on tour.
Yeah.
Well, the mustache and the mullet with the 80s style, you've been getting a lot of Freddie Mercury comparisons, huh?
Yeah, high cheekbones. I mean, we're born with it. You know, me and Freddie, we did not ask to look like each other. It just kind of happened.
Do you take your grooming seriously?
Well, yeah, for sure. It's. I mean, this is like way out. This is like 3 weeks in, and we need to. We're about to be home and get groomed up a little bit. You know, in Austin, we definitely booked our hair appointments before the tour even started, knowing that we would need to get in there and clean it up. So
see, that's a good call. You know, in fact,
sure.
actually, I know I'm the same way. I'm like, I have to be on top of that a little bit more. I'm a little more scrubby. So I actually look at you as kind of like a mentor of what I should do as far as manscaping and having a good presentation. It's part of the entertainment game. You know, if you're performing in front of people, you gotta look your best, dude.
No doubt.
So I've been slacking, Daniel. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You got Tim here. That's a good first step towards that.
That's the reason why I got Tim here. We are live here in Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's a podcast broadcast. Joining us in studio, we got Tim from Rustiks Barbershop inside the Tucson Mall. And I keep trying to say barbecue.
You want that barbecue? For sure.
I must be hungry. And joining us via stream, we got Jane Leo. It's a group that is actually going to be performing at the Rialto Theater on the 26th in support of Cannons. That's going to be a huge show. Daniel Leopold is an artist that I've been a fan of for a long time. His new project, Jane Leo, is fantastic. We're going down the rabbit hole with them while also talking about the things we're looking forward to for Beast Beard Envy's contest. And I'm also going to have Jane and Daniel Leo help us pick out who our finalists are going to be that are going to join us this Thursday in studio to see if they got the best beard in Tucson. So you can join the conversation, youtube.com/beefvegan, or keep it right here because we'll be back with more right after the latest from Dead Poet Society. Here's Running in Circles. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right. So that was on air. Okay. If you don't know, so get you caught up. So this is our podcast broadcast. I'm getting Tim caught up as well. So we go back and forth from being on the FM side where we can't curse and to just being on the stream and so on and so forth. So that's the way that I've been doing it. And I'm going to introduce you guys to here. So we're doing this. Tim's in studio because we're doing this beard envy contest, right? Now, beards aren't really a thing. Have you ever grown a beard, Daniel?
For a minute there, but not like a mustache, not like the mustache,
Yeah, you've always had the mustache, and you had the handlebars and the mustache, very kind of like throwback type of vibe. In fact, actually, when I first met Daniel, he reminded me of the strongmen from the circus back in the 1920s.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. And you got that a lot. Was you emulating that? Were you going for that?
It happened. It was unconscious decision, and but definitely amounted to that for sure, right? It was just straight up both sides, well groomed, but the beard, the beard situation only again by accident, if ever. But we've had some beards, hefty beards in Leopold before. If you I don't know if you remember, but Trevor had like a massive, very well groomed. I mean, he would stop in barbers shops once a week on tour, and that was an entire thing.
Just to show off, or just to get touched up?
Just to get touched up and be on stage, stage ready.
What would you, Tim? What would you recommend people that stop in for beard maintenance? What is some of the things that guys with massive beards need to do to maintain their beard?
Well, guys with beards are funny. some really care about it.
Right.
Others just do it because they're lazy. But the ones that do take care of their beard, you can tell right away. You've got clean lines. You've got a nice sheen to it. You don't have the wispies hanging out everywhere. You've got it cleaned up under the neck, and you need good products to do that.
Right.
And it's a rite of passage. You got to take care of that thing.
I'm going to show you some of our contestants here. First off, look at Tyler W.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mustache.
He's taking it to a whole nother level. There's two.
Wow.
I mean, he has flat ironed that beard.
Flat ironed it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like he takes it. It's a passion of his.
Mhm.
I'll be reaching out to Tyler today. Maybe he'll be one of our finalists, depending on if he's available. Like you said, I looked at.
It looks like the lion from Wizard of Oz, if you remember that.
That's it.
Maybe that's what he's going for, right? He's just like, I
Wow.
just want to be the lion from Wizard of Oz.
For sure.
Glorious. I mean, he absolutely does.
Ginger.
Here, this is Floyd the Butcher. So this is more of just like a cult leader, serial killer vibe.
Yeah.
Wait,
Who
his
listens
name's
to Corn
Floyd
and
the
Limp
Butcher?
Bizkit.
Yeah, Floyd the Butcher is what he goes by.
Wow.
And Floyd the Butcher is one of my like loyal listeners, right? He calls in all the time. I never seen him. And this is the first time of knowing what Floyd the Butcher looks like. But then also the fact that his name's really Chris
Yeah.
terrifies me.
Wow. Yeah.
Like, bro, well, what are you butchering anyways? I know you're not an actual butcher. Aaron is the front runner as well. This is a maintained groom beard. The mustache is something that I think even Daniel could appreciate. Those handlebars, long and glorious.
Oh yeah.
Right. And goes
That's like
right into that
Vikings.
zero fade. So good.
What'd you say, Jane? The Viking? It was
Yeah,
like
it's
a
like
Viking
Viking.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is we're calling this contest Beef's Beard Envy because I mean, as you can see, I have a beard, right? But I can't grow a beard like Aaron's. I can't grow that big bushy beard. If I grew it longer, it would look like a pubic mullet on my chin.
No, you can. You just gotta let it go. You gotta let it look pubic for a while,
I don't know,
and then you
Tim.
start training it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Wow.
How long do I have to let it look pubic before I start training it? How long do you think I could go with having like looking pubic on my face?
The awkward pubic stage.
Yeah. I mean, 2 weeks is 2 weeks too long if you ask me for a pubic face.
It's the sacrifice.
Get that microphone close to you, by
I
the
mean,
way.
so I'm a former stylist, hairstylist for 10 years. And like, there has been times when people like, I want to grow my hair out. And I was like, listen, we're going to have a couple awkward like haircut stages, but I've never had to say the awkward pubic hair stage.
Wow. No, Daniel, when you grew out that glorious mullet, which is not even that glorious at this point, it's just like a normal
It's just
thing,
a
but you've had it
normal
long.
mullet, yeah.
Yeah. Now obviously mullets are in fashion, but did your mullet go through a pubic phase?
No, never.
No.
I mean, lucky me. This is
Just
natural.
the awkward
and
teenage
thick.
stage.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Like the awkward pubic phase, would that be like years of pubic growth?
Yeah, it would have to be. There's no way. Like, I know you're telling me because you're an expert and you got beard bombs and everything else at Rustiks. Like, they know how to like shape a quality beard, but hair like follicles, that's a thing. Like, as far as how it grows in, if it grew in like tight and curly, that's one thing, right? And you see some of our beards here that definitely have it like that, but mine, I'm telling you, is
I'm telling you right now, your beard would look like his beard.
If you committed,
but you just have to.
How long would that
use
take, though?
the right product. That's probably a good 3-4 years right there.
Yeah, Aaron's. We're looking at Aaron C's beard on KFMA.com. I'm going to reach out to Aaron. Hopefully he'll be in. He's a well-groomed looking Viking. That looks like a super thick beard. Like you could hide, like if you're going to a music festival or the Rialto on the 26th to check out Jane Leo with cannons, and you want to sneak in some, I don't know, shooters.
Oh, it's in there.
Right?
Bringing them in.
Yeah. How many shooters do you think you could hide in Aaron's beard?
You probably put his girlfriend in there.
Yeah. Can live in there. All right. So we got some more. We got Justin W. Now, this one, there was a beard that you could tell he kind of combs it straight, you know, so he's grooming it pretty well.
Yep.
Definitely someone to look into. Now, Cameron has just a normal, like, let it go beard, but has good, like, thickness to the beard. So thick.
Right, and
See,
it's like
That's the thing.
beef loves a good thick beard.
I'm envious.
Yeah.
A big girthy beard. You
Mhm.
know, that beard looks like it has veins in it.
Yeah, and it looks like he's keeping the lines nice and clean as well.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he probably gets a little scraggly there, so keeps it clean.
Right. Brandon has, he kind of grooms his beard the same way I do, and that's to create the illusion of having a chin. You know, it's just super nice.
I mean, if you grow out your beard, that's how I imagine it would be for a while.
I'm telling
It
you,
would.
I have grown out my beard, and every single time it's been disastrous.
You got to use the right product.
All right, I'm gonna take your word for it. There's OG streamer One Manny. He's gonna be in the mix with that glorious salt and pepper beard. That's a good
That's a
beard.
good one.
That's a good beard.
Yeah, so he's
It's a contender.
yeah, and then Ricardo, he's got a beard that goes down to his nips, which I wonder,
That beard's called the long ducktail.
the long ducktail.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Okay, so there's different names for different beards, huh?
There is.
Okay,
Yeah. Oh,
so
gosh.
Ricardo has the long ducktail.
Yeah.
All right, what would you say Nick B's beard looks like?
Now, hold on a minute because there's a lot of
You're pulling up the names. Okay.
No, there's a lot of similarities between the beards, but
Yeah.
the one that let me look at his beard for a minute.
All right.
Give me a minute. I just knew the long ducktail. That's the one that pops the most.
Okay.
And there's one I think it's called the berrymander. That's the big, thick beard. The
Okay.
big, long, bushy, thick beard.
Like Aaron C had.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you've got the
Berrymander right
yeah,
there. Okay.
with the handlebars.
Yes, and
Also
then-
known as the
That
leg
one's
rings,
curled
by the
and
way.
everything.
Yeah. How do you
Yes.
do that? How do you
You take a lot of time curling. I know to curl your beard hair because beard hair is also like, it's you would think it's difficult. It's not like straight or fine. It's kind of coarse. So to be able to pull off the cowardly lion beard from Tyler, impressive.
And Tyler's got something going on called the
Yes.
Verdi beard
yes,
because it's
the
got
Verdi.
the little mustache that's curled up.
Ooh, yes.
And then I would say that who was the other one? Cameron,
Yeah.
the Garibaldi.
Garibaldi. Yeah,
Garibaldi.
there's a couple of them.
Oh, okay. Listen.
Garibaldi. There it is.
Which one?
Garibaldi,
Oh,
because
okay.
you're bald in the face, but then
Well,
beard?
it looks like it's because it's very, very squared off.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it goes low on his cheeks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, look at so we're learning all about beards and more, looking through our finalists here for Beast Beard Envy. All of them have envious beards for sure. Daniel Leo, real quick. Now I know you had the handlebar mustache. Let me ask you this question. How long did it take you after you trimmed it down to stop like twirling or phantom twirling the mustache? Like, did you have a habit to mess with it?
Oh, right. Like, yeah. Well, man, that took a lot of work that's why it's shorter now. Cause it's so hard to like, what's the gentleman's name with the red beard?
Tyler?
Tyler.
Mm.
Yeah,
Tyler.
Tyler.
He has to put hours in, like how
Mhm.
one might get ready to go to prom. That's how much time he's putting into that beard. And like, even with a mustache, that would take like 20 minutes, whatever. But
Just to even get that mustache curled.
Well,
is
you
like-
you got to get the white,
Super wax.
Yeah,
the wax, right? The
mustache
grease,
wax.
and
Yeah.
you're doing it, and it's especially on stage, it's getting greasy and everything. And next thing you know, it's no, it was a good riddance type of thing for me personally. I mean, it looked cool, but it was too much work. And on the road is just streamlined. Let's get right in the groove and not have to iron.
I
our
can say
beards,
that it's like a Tom Selleck stash right there for sure.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah,
Suits
yeah.
you. Yeah.
yeah. He's
Big,
Magnum PI
yeah.
all day.
Yep.
Yes.
Just
That's
got to
where we're
grow out
going.
those eyebrows a little bit and let them match,
Oh yeah. We'll give Daniel Leo more grooming tips on the
Yeah.
podcast broadcast stream. Join us, youtube.com/bevegan. We'll be back with more right after this. It's Rock 1 2.1. Clear. Yeah, that's funny. The Magnum PI pulling
Going
that off,
for it.
bringing that back. Yeah.
Working at it. Yeah. That's the
How-
ticket.
How'd you link up with James? You didn't tell me this, but I mean, you've been in the Austin music scene here for years,
Mhm.
before it even actually became a scene.
Right? Yeah. That's
So
what,
there's
I've been talking to a lot of people, specifically on this tour. It's like you have to get out of town to recognize where you've been, right? And
yeah.
2011, I got to Austin, and I didn't realize. Oh, I did realize there wasn't a scene. Coming from San Francisco, it felt like a barren wasteland. But then all of a sudden, everything started growing up around it. And now looking back, that was like 2014, 15 is really when something started happening. Anyways, my co-producer back then, or producer of Leopold, also produced Jane
Stuff, yeah.
and introduced us essentially. And we started co-writing, and one thing led to the next. Now we're engaged and playing shows on the road.
Oh, you guys are a couple and engaged. Congratulations on
Thank you.
that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh,
We got
look at that.
engaged on tour, so it's been
like a week ago.
Yeah.
So
Shut the
Oh,
fuck up, dude.
Congratulations.
Thank
Do you
you,
have
thank you.
pictures or video of that? You didn't post anything on that,
But
did
no,
you?
we've been really quiet about it. So
Yeah.
I mean, just because it's like the opposite of private on the road, and then all of a sudden you're just like trying to hold on to something that's your own, you know. So it's like,
So what would you? Okay, you got to break this down for me because you proposed to her on stage. What's the game plan? How long were you planning this secretly that you're gonna propose to her?
it was that I proposed on our day off, and we were coming from Toronto to get to Boston, so had a day off in Niagara Falls, out of all places. You know, I didn't mean to be like
super
cheesy
cheesy
or anything,
Yeah,
but it
yeah, look at
happened.
you.
But I had my grandmother's ring for back up a little bit. My mother moved to Texas. She found my grandmother's ring on the move and gave it and said, "Hey, you know, we've been together for 5 years." My mom said, you know, a little nudge. She said, "Hey, if you're feeling it, here's the ring." It's like, "Oh, okay, thanks, Ma." Anyways, 2 years passed, and I've been carrying this ring around me. It's my grandmother's, so I don't want to lose it. So I take it everywhere, and we're in Niagara Falls, and there's rainbows shooting out of the mist of the waterfalls. So I said, "Hey, I mean, there's no better time than now." And
nice.
Yeah.
I love that the nudge took 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, it does take time, right? For me, anyways.
So how long have you guys been together?
We started writing and becoming a thing like all at the same time about 5.5 years ago, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it started as like a project. It was one of those things where it's like, hey, you know, I like your style, so to speak. You want to make some music together, which again, those could all be super cheesy lines in its own right. If you weren't a musician and you were just throwing that out there, right? But what a great way to kind of establish a bond by creating together,
It's
right?
it's like the best.
Right. And did you feel like, Jane, did you feel like he just fit your style creatively, like musically, or did he challenge you to kind of go in directions that you never saw yourself going musically?
It definitely a much needed challenge. We had both kind of hit a wall, I think, creatively, and just like I personally was like feeling kind of stuck. So working with him was the most challenging and the most rewarding thing I've ever done creatively, and it continues to be. It definitely is like pushed me as an artist in ways that I never dreamed of, but also feel so right and like they were there all along, and I just needed to dig and excavate them.
Oh, I love this. All right. Well, let me ask you this then. I'm pulling up your YouTube page right now, which I have it pulled, which it takes a while to figure out that you like love somebody, right? Let's
5
say
years.
there was what song that did you guys create like afterwards you thought to yourself like, I love this person, right? Is there a certain song in your catalog as you guys been getting together and putting music together for years? Like at what point were you listening back and in your head you're like kind of like submitting to your feelings in a way like, okay, yeah, I actually love this person that I just created this piece of art with?
That's a good question. Do you know the answer to that?
I mean, we have some low hanging fruit when it comes to that, because like, again, it's the first, I've never been in a band that's a couple or even with a co-singer and that's female especially. So there's a lot of songs that are like Nancy Sinatra, Lee Hazelwood singing to each other, and one is Tell Me and the other is Our Love. And those are, I mean it's in the name, you know, it's just like singing back and forth, being romantic, but it's got this Western feel to it. Yeah, so I don't know if that answered your question, but there's definitely
that does.
those
And
two songs.
Yeah, it's Tell Me I'm on Your Mind, and I want to play this real quick because now we got this backstory of your love story, and congratulations, Daniel. I think that's
Thank you.
huge and amazing. And Jane, rightfully so. You got yourself a brownie man and or Downy, like
Brawny.
Brawny, and then
Brawny.
Downy. You got them both. He's
Marblo
combined.
man. The Marblo.
Try not to get him sued with copyright infringement, but he's that guy that they put on paper towels to sell to housewives. So
I'm gonna market that as a T-shirt for sure.
Yeah, for
on the
sure.
next tour. But you know what else would have been? I'm just thinking out loud now.
Mhm.
The proposal was like the first week of tour. Imagine if she said no.
I know. Yeah,
Would we be here on this?
Real awkward tour.
I mean, seriously, like passionate performances, though. I mean, honestly, you ever get to a song and stuff that you have to tap into, this as a songwriter and performer. Sometimes you write songs where you're feeling a certain emotion and to perform that song over and over again. Sometimes it's hard to recreate the emotion you were feeling when you wrote it. Unless you have these songs where you have this angst inside where you're like upset and heartbroken, and you could have tapped into those songs the rest of the tour and gave 5-star performances.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, don't give him any ideas.
Yeah.
Or luckily she didn't find the ring that you had hidden and then replaced it with a note that just said
It's a
no.
sticky note.
We,
Yeah,
we
wow.
had that on our F My Life this morning. Ring was gone and just
No
a note
way.
that said no.
Yeah, happened
Wow.
with our listeners, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Jane, for the record, you didn't say yes just because you're halfway through the tour, right?
No, I did not.
Okay. That's good. I just wanted to make that clear just so we're good.
Clear the record. Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to share this song with you guys real quick and music video. And this was the song where, Daniel thought to himself, son of a bitch, she got me. This is Tell Me from Jane Leo. Check it out.
Tell me I'm on your mind. Tell me I'm on your mind. Please cut me down to size. We could save so much space and time. If anything's left between you and I, you better tell me I'm on your mind.
mustache was on it.
Tell me I'm on your mind.
Oh, you're sneaking away from me? Did I smell that?
Tell me I'm on your mind. Before you'll admit you are wrong, we'll all be dead and gone. There's no way you'll survive all alone. You better tell me I'm on your mind. 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 Don't think it comes easy to me. I don't want you back, I know you. You don't want it back. I don't care about the things I lack anymore. Tell me I'm on your mind. 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 Think how beautiful this could be.
I had a feeling when she was showing the crazy eyes that you were a dead man. I saw it coming. I was like, oh, she's. Oh, wait, hold on. That's
I was like, who's that?
Yeah. And I am
Great
sick
video.
having information. Isn't that fantastic?
Mhm.
That's a
The
great video.
music videos you've been putting together have been amazing as well. And are you doing that DIY or what's the financing on that? Like, yeah, that's you're stretching $1 to turn it into $1 million.
Yes.
We've got good friends too, really talented friends who, just believe in what we're doing and share their talents with us. So that's been huge.
Yeah, well, that's that Austin scene, right?
was
And it's been
Yeah.
growing. So, what has been the difference, Daniel? Because you've been out in Austin for a long time, but obviously the past couple of years, even more so, it blew up. It's like a mini Hollywood in a way.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
It's so, I wouldn't even say oversaturated. It's very saturated because it's still like the demographic of Austin is still like very old Austin mixed with
Right.
a very new, not Austin, very both coasts just flooded Austin. But what's really random, and I'll go to the grave saying this, I think, but even with everyone moving there, the food is still terrible. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's like the learning curve is still in its prime. It's just I don't know.
I
what's
love that
going
you say that because I have a consultant where like I took him out to some restaurants out here, like some breakfast places. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna love this breakfast. He's like, I'm from Austin. It's a food town.
on. Hell no.
No.
They
Yeah,
try.
good.
They try their best, but it's more like it's like Instagram food town or like TikTok version of like, wow, this looks so pretty and beautiful, and the restaurant is so cool and trendy and awesome, and then you eat it and you're like, I should have stayed home.
Yeah,
Like
and it costs like $35 a bite.
no doubt. It's
Yeah, you
it's-
agree, Jane? This is the first hot take that I've heard
Is it?
of Austin food being terrible.
Jane's from Austin, but the problem with the folks that are born and raised in Austin is that their taste buds don't understand what.
Oh, mine understand now. I've traveled enough and experienced food elsewhere to know, like, wait, like this, why? And it just doesn't taste fresh. It's oversalted. But there, I mean, if you like Tex-Mex or barbecue, then you're in a good spot.
Yeah,
But that gets old after a
If you
while.
can go to like the cliche, like exactly like a taco or a
Yeah.
barbecue restaurant, great. But who's eating that 7 days a week?
Yeah.
If
Right.
you're talking about like a fresh breakfast or even just like Italian food, forget it. There's Italians there, but there's not one Italian restaurant that is edible. I mean, it's tough. It's really tough.
Not even Olive Garden.
I think you think, right? You think they get it together, but man,
Well,
it's
you've been to Tucson before, they deliver when it comes to Mexican food for sure. And we're a city of gastronomy, so we've been bragging that. So we've been all about the food culture here. So
I can't
hopefully
wait.
you can find some good Italian. I could point you in a direction or two for some really good Italian food. And have you ever had Mexican Italian food?
No.
Yeah, yeah, you got that
Okay.
here too. Yeah, I'll point the way. I know you guys are coming out on a Tuesday, which is September 26th, Rialto Theater. Cannon's on that bill. Who else on that bill again?
To Another. A band
To
from
Another, yeah.
Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be a stacked lineup and a good time Tuesday night. If you guys want to check out that concert, rialtotheater.com. This is Jane Leo who's joining us on the stream, and we've been covering a lot of things. Now, we showcased our Beard Envy finalists, and we got to figure out essentially what are some of the things that we're going to be doing to look for a quality beard and a quality manscaper, which is very important stuff, right? And I know, like talking with you, Tim, I realize there's a science behind it. There's a passion, a science, and you are one of these guys who says any beard that you see can be obtained if you approach it properly, which
Right.
I don't know if I'm 100% a believer on.
No, it's true. I see, gosh, thousands of beards. Well, probably a month, not necessarily coming to our shop, but probably about 1,000 beards a month in our shop.
Mhm.
And you can, a lot of guys come in and you see the beard and they don't know what to do with it, and they don't, they think it looks good because it's big and full, and they think that's what it is, and they just get a lot of questions. How do I make it look good?
Right.
Obviously, I don't have a beard because I'm a clean shaven guy, but I can grow a beard. But my little one doesn't like it. It's too itchy, she said.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you just have to, it's really easy. Depending on what you want to do, you want to accentuate the jawline. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you want to blend it in with your fade up top. Okay, there's a way of doing that. I mean, it's just all about the lines, you know, the health of the hair, which is called the cuticle, by the way.
Okay, the cuticle.
That's your hair beard.
Right.
That's the beard name for it. And just taking, you know, just getting the right product for it. You know, that will work with your beard.
Right.
You know, like the right wash, the right butter, if you want to use a butter balm, you know, for style.
All that stuff.
Oil for maintenance. I mean, these guys go all out.
So we're looking for, when we do the Beard Envy contest this Thursday, there's a series of challenges I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a series of like a legitimate beard judging from you and your squad. Now you're going to be looking at for the cuticle. You're going to be looking at, you know, grooming and lining.
Yep.
We're going to be looking at
sheen.
Oh, sheen. You're going to be looking at sheen. What's sheen?
Sheen is like a shiny. You know, it's got that just shows it's moisturized.
Okay, yeah, moisturizing, shining, looking healthy.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to look like you got like dead rat's nest on your face because that's not hot.
That's when you look pubic.
Right, yeah. So we're looking for beards that aren't pubic,
right?
Essentially, yes. But then at the same time, I need them to be able to hold up in a series of challenges. First, I think a Viking weightlifting contest would be good, right? So you have those Viking beads.
Yep.
Yeah. So we could beard bead and then tie it to a weight and see if they can lift the weights.
Yeah.
We'll make them sign something before they do that. Also, how many items can we stick in the beard before they fall out? That's something that we're going to be looking at. That's
raid the supply closet.
Yeah. So all the pens in the broom closet, I'm just going to stick in there until they fall out. The beaker test, I'm most excited about. You guys are familiar with Beaker from the Muppets? Daniel, you know how it's just like two eyes and the crazy like orange hair on top. So we're gonna put googly eyes on our contestants' necks and have them look straight up. They look like Beaker.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then who looks most glorious there? So who has the best Muppet face neck? And then I think the smell test, the blindfolded smell test. Smell's a big deal.
We're gonna blindfold weirdo.
Yeah.
Great.
Now, Jane, have you ever smelled a beard or had anybody get close to you with a big bushy beard and then you smelled it and it smelled like yesterday's breakfast?
Yeah, you know, I try not to remember.
You blacked it out. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Do you know what your mustache smells like right now?
Yeah, for sure.
His mustache is very nice.
Yeah,
that's good.
It smells like I need some breakfast right now.
Yeah.
We're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. There, we're going to cast some Marvel characters from 90s actors and also play a game. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan, or keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1. I'll let you go here in like a minute before we let you go. And I know you got to get some of that bland Austin breakfast out there.
God dang.
What time are you rolling into town on Tuesday? Do you know?
We're coming in the night before. So, yeah, we will be there all day.
Nice. Well, maybe you could swing by. I know that I was kind of double booked that day. I do have a band coming in called Point North at 9 o'clock. Yeah, that's next Tuesday.
That's good to know.
Yeah, well, heads up. And then we're getting a lot of bands in here over the next couple weeks, which is good. But yeah, if you guys are up and early and you want to swing by, say hi, and mess around and stuff, then doors open. We'll also throw a song in there as well. So the latest single that you just released here was the latest music video. I want to play that for you before I let you go. And let's see, it's called.
Wow.
What is it called? You tell me. Wow. Yeah, it's called Wow. Yeah. Now, again, first off, you guys look great together. And congratulations again on the engagement. But, like the sound that you guys are creating, you could tell there's a lot of chemistry there, both musically and personally. I'm very excited about this latest project. And it must feel like brand new to you all over again, Daniel, even though you've been a professional musician for so long.
Yeah, that's
right.
True. Yeah.
So is this like a rebirth? Did this give you added motivation to,
Yeah, 100%. With Leopold, I mean, it felt like, that's still going on the way back burner, but
right.
This was, the momentum is there and the inspiration is there. And it was totally an entire game changer because it's, not everyone can be in a band or relationship like this, and I wasn't before, and it's literally day and night. We live together, we do everything together, we practice. Like, there's not enough days in the week to say, oh, we practice 7 days a week. Literally, we might or we might not practice for a month. It doesn't matter, because we're like eating, breathing, sleeping, everything, cooking together. So there's no off switch, and for better or worse, I guess. But right now it's really working, and that's.
And you guys are like matching now too. Are
I
you?
know.
Are you guys the couples that match?
Oh God.
Literally, right? But we saw ourselves on the screen, and he was like, should I go change?
I'm gonna go change. Yeah,
I didn't think about that.
It's like we're 24/7.
Yeah.
We finish each other's sandwiches.
Today's our white shirt day,
Yeah.
and tomorrow we'll red shirts. That was not intentional at all.
Oh yeah.
How do you so you're performing live and stuff, just the two of you? So are you doing a lot of synths and then backing tracks, stuff like that?
We have a drum machine, and then Jane will play synth, and I'll play guitar, and
Nice.
the harmonized vocals, and that's pretty much the end of it right there. I mean,
you have to love that too, for considering you've toured with a full band, and like what a hassle, and like a lot of work that is, just getting the trailer, the space, and everything. So to be able to do like live performances, just the two of you with a couple of instruments, and not have to take up that much room, it's got to be a game changer for you as well.
Is. Yeah, it's been such a smooth and easy tour, just the two of us, on the road. So
you don't have to worry where your drummer is, where's the bass player, who's the bass player this week. Like there's none of that, and you don't have to worry about drink tickets or meal buyouts. You're dealing with it right here.
Still,
streamlined.
You gotta love that. It's amazing. What's the name of the album, and what's up next? What's the game plan for Jane Leo?
Yeah, well, we have we just released Wow, and we'll be putting out some more singles from the second album that's about done here. It doesn't have a name yet, but we're really excited. A lot of the songs that we've been playing live will be on it, and it's definitely a very energetic show and energetic album. So
nice. Well, I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna lose some sleep for it too, but I do look forward to checking you out on that stage. And congratulations, Daniel, for being able to play the Rialto. I know it's been a long time coming. So scratching that off the list, and bigger and better things to come. I think you guys are on fire with this project, and I'm glad that you guys found each other. And I'm very happy about your engagement, and I hope everything continues to go amazing on that. So let me play this song to lead you guys out, and then I'll let you go eat breakfast and stuff, and then we'll see you Tuesday when you come into town. Okay?
Sure. Perfect. Thanks for having us.
No problem. All right, that's Jane Leo, everybody. So without further ado, here's the latest single and music video that you can check out right now. This song is called Wow.
Chance for the life you want. Oh wow, all I can say is wow, there is no getting out. Oh wow, all I can say is wow, we've really done it now. Don't ask why and stay oblivious. Bigger shack to put more shit in it. Natural astroturfs, luxurious. Tick-tock, ready or not. Look at all the useless things you bought. Oh wow, all I can say is wow, there is no getting out. Oh wow, we really done it now. All I can say is wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. My sister's got corona and my brother's got a boner and he's jet ski is a loner. I hope to be its owner. You masturbate to screens. We're all chasing futile dreams. We're addicted to the silver screens. Contort reality. Oh, don't take it away. I'm feeling nuclear today. My mama gave me trauma. My dad's a runaway. Oh, something I can't see. It means nothing to me. Oh, blame it on my good fortune. Victim mentality. Oh, wow. We've done it now. All I can say is wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We've done it. Oh, wow.
There we go. See, a variety show of sorts, huh? Jane Leo again performing at the Rialto, and like I said, Daniel from Leopold and His Fiction was a band that used to come through and hang out in studio when he was performing Phoenix. And immediately he had this kind of like rock star aura. You know, like I met a lot of musicians, a lot of comedians, entertainers. He was the type of guy who came in, you're just like, whoa, dude, what the fuck is this energy going on? The guy was a stud. So look at him. And of course, you know, he gets a side project with a beautiful woman. They fall in love and now he's engaged. It's great. You know, the only problem though, if the relationship doesn't work out, then you know the band's not going to work out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the White Stripes kept going.
Yeah, but where's Meg White now?
Oh, that is true.
Not performing with Jack White. I just saw Jack White at the Tucson Music Hall, you know, and he played White Stripe songs. I think he shouted out Meg, but that's as far as that goes. So
shout out to my ex. Thanks.
In fact, he started 7 other bands as to not do more music with Meg White. Right?
Jeez.
Yeah. And they're all great bands. If you check them out, The Dead Weather and Raconteurs and, you know, Jack White's Meg White Less Experience. That one's pretty good. I don't think that was a dig towards her.
It was unintentional.
Yeah. I mean, in fact, actually, he knew that she wasn't a good drummer at all. He just needed her to keep somewhat of a beat. And that's kind of the argument is that, you know, he really like was in love with Meg White and she's beautiful. And there's an alleged sex tape of her online, but that's neither here nor there. And so, yeah, he's just like, I need you to go boom, 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 boom. Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right, good. We just got ourselves a hit song. I'm going to Wichita. Bam. Just like that. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm excited that you came in here. So I feel like we do have kind of like a guideline and outline of what we're looking for when we go into this competition. It's going to be really fun. And then if you want to bring some extra barbers with you too to kind of help with the point system,
sure.
Again, it's going to be, I mean, a clusterfuck in here, but in a good way. There's going to be this organized chaos. I think we're also going to have it catered, so we'll have some food in the morning as well. So if we're going to throw a party, might as well be able to eat as well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, so.
Well, and I want to know about the products that you sell. Like this is what you've come up with.
Yeah, they're my products I created years ago.
Oh, okay. And are you working with somebody locally to get them made, or like how did that all come to be?
I do it at our location. I've got a little lab, and I've sourced ingredients and process. It's been a long project of mine.
Nice.
It's the best stuff you'll find. Yeah,
okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
All natural.
Yeah. That was always like anybody that I knew in the industry, like hair industry, that was always a goal, was to get like their own product line out there. And I had a few friends that I knew that tried and it didn't go anywhere. So good for you.
It's a lot of work, but and it's a process.
Yeah. And that is an excellent question that you asked on the podcast broadcast stream, Weirdo, talking about the products that Tim and Rustiks make on site and the entire line that he's actually selling online as well, which does well online, you know. So tell me more about those products as we're live here on the air. I'm going to pull up your website, which not only Rustiks is a barbershop that's in the Tucson Mall, it's also a salon. There's a salon connected to it.
Yeah, we just launched our Speakeasy salon there. It's beautiful.
It is. It really is. Yeah. I mean, everything that you have as far as the interior decorating and what's the term for it, but from top to bottom,
feng shui.
Yeah, feng shui. It just looks good. Thanks. The barbershop looks good. It's manly. You get that wood aesthetic, very clean, state of the art, and then the salon attached to it is just like a high end, beautiful looking salon.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's been a lot of work. I mean, it's we want to generate an experience, not just a traditional salon or barbershop style. And we're actually getting ready to launch our new it's called Beauty Body Glow line. with scrubs, night creams, a bunch lotions, and also candles, but just high quality, I'll say more female centric products.
Right.
Those are going to be coming out in the next few weeks, so it's exciting too.
This is I mean, he's like the Walter White of like beard bombs and bombs in general.
I've got a picture of him and Jesse up in my shop, man, with their hazmat suits on.
Yeah, if you go to the Rustiks, you'll see the mall, you'll see the big window, and you'll see that like shop or area where he makes that stuff, you know. And then sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll be able to come by and see them actually whipping the products together. And then online has a full-blown store from pomades to beer butter to shave cream to aftershave splash, all made in house. Even has a shampoo bar bricks, the oil candle. I'm just reading through this.
Yeah, and there's a couple new things coming on there. I've got the a beard growth serum, all natural, works well with a derma roller, and a beard butter balm, which is it's got the health benefits of a beard butter, but it brings in a component for the style.
Okay.
Yeah,
like a wax in a way.
Like a wax, yeah.
Okay.
With a couple of different healthy waxes that help keep it tame.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are coming out. They're out now. I just haven't uploaded them to the website yet.
Yeah, and then he's been selling online for how long? And then like how busy are you selling some of these bombs and beard oils and things like that?
Well, we're trying to get the online presence going a little bit more. I did Amazon for a bit. That's like a whole career in itself.
Yeah.
So a lot of, quite frankly, a lot of it, I've got a lot of repeat clients that come back. I do, you get a container, you fill it up, got different sizes, and you bring back that container, and I do 50% off a refill.
Nice.
And they can customize their own fragrance. I've got about 40 different fragrances there that they can customize it with, so they can make their own fragrance. I mean, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah. Rustiks is for men who take their grooming seriously.
Right.
And that's what it is. You want to up your game. You want your game to be pro level. Then you have to do these certain things to make your appearance and the scent of you and everything be on that level. Right. So, I love everything about this lifestyle, and like the thing that you got going on in Tucson Mall is fantastic, both for men and women. You got the barbershop, you got the salon, and that's
and we're
Rustiks.
We're a bar
and a bar. Yeah. So while you're in the mall and you say your significant other is window shopping a little too long, go on to Rustiks, grab a couple cold ones, catch a buzz. You won't even be mad.
Yep. And we got wine and mimosas on the other side.
Yeah,
which
see?
is nice on the salon side. Yeah.
I'm loving it. All right, well, we're going to wrap up the conversation on the podcast broadcast, but that's all the time that we have on the FM side, unfortunately. Robin Nash is up next. We'll be back tomorrow morning with a Tucson Foodie Tuesday. We'll continue to give away those tickets for Dusk with 311 and so much more. So enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Later. Clear. Yeah, my commercials are so long that my timing was off. So we'll keep it, wrapping it up here. Continue to plug it up. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, everything I said, I stand by and more. I mean, I think it's awesome. And yeah, you've been doing this, whipping together these beer bombs and everything else for a few years.
7 years.
7 years. Before that, I mean, you've been an entrepreneur extraordinaire. So this has just been the latest passion project of yours that ends up being successful.
Right.
Have you failed at anything yet?
Oh yeah. You have to fail.
All right.
You have to fail. That's the only, and you keep going.
What was the thing that you failed at? What was the idea?
Well, COVID was a big one.
Right.
There's no such thing as, mistakes. They're happy accidents. Right.
Yeah.
So I've actually just recently came up with a pretty cool beard wash. That was an accident from my bar soaps that I was making. I made a mistake and added too much oil. I wasn't paying attention, and it turned out to be really nice. But in general in life, with business, I've had a lot of failures, but you just got to keep after it.
Right.
Pursue your dream. We've got big goals for the Rustiks. It's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting, and it's exciting for the mall too. Because the mall has to continue to evolve and then be a destination for people, and the younger generations or whatever, they forgot how fun it was just to go to the mall. That was like essentially your plan for the weekend was to go to the mall.
Right.
Now, of course, with online shopping, has definitely made that more challenging, and people have been staying home. So how do you make the mall more of a destination? You continue to think outside the box in your services that you're going to provide. So, you being in the mall, like owning that corner for both barber shop and salon, also offering drinks and being a bar, and then also being a one-stop destination for the retail aspect of grooming products that you provide. Solid. And the same thing on the opposite end is Tucson Games and Gadgets. Right. And they're a speakeasy bar too. So now you're talking 2 establishments that are bars inside the mall. I want that whole fucking thing. I want the whole thing to have bars in it. And then I want it to be like, okay, you basically take an open beverage from one place to the next. Okay. I want Las Vegas rules inside the Tucson Mall.
They have it. You want to hear something crazy? So they passed the law 2 years ago for open carry.
Yes, they did.
Right. And I'm telling you, with the mall, you have to have 250,000 total square feet of retail.
Okay.
Now the Tucson Mall qualifies for it.
But it's not open air.
Well, no, not open. Well, even in an open air setting, an open air mall, you can have that. You can carry, but you got to have enough square footage.
Yeah.
But the mall owners don't want to do it.
Not yet.
Yeah,
soon enough.
Yeah, it should happen.
I know that. Yeah, and I do recall right when that passed, and I've been saying this for a while for a lot of different malls and outdoor malls too. Like they need to incorporate this because it will add an element that you can't get from online shopping. Sure, you could drink your box of wine at home and order a bunch of shit on Amazon, but what fun is that?
Right.
That's just problematic. You're an alcoholic at that point.
Yeah.
But
but if you can add people watching into the equation,
I'm telling you. So when they did pass that bill, I did say, I'm like, this is a game changer. And then Desert Ridge up in Phoenix was the first one that said they were going to incorporate this, and they did. And they have places like Fat Tuesdays. They have several different bar establishments, so now people can drink and grab a drink from one location and drink going to the next location. Yes, for malls down here, Tucson Mall needs to get on that, because if I win the Powerball, I'm buying the Foothills Mall and I'm making every single place in there, every empty space in there, a bar restaurant, and turning that into just Vegas. Sure, I'm going to lose a lot of money, especially just on the cost of security alone.
Right.
Because there's going to be some fights. There's going to be some fights. But that's part of the charm, I want to create an indoor New Orleans. What can go wrong?
If anybody wanted the definition of fuck you money, that's what that is.
Yes.
It's just, I'm going to buy an establishment and add alcohol. Done.
Yeah. Let's see. What is it say? Great job today, weirdo. Maybe dial back the talking during the podcast. What did you say that for? I think he's bagging on me. That's Todd. Let me invite him on. Before we leave, and we leave you, Tim, because I know you got some work to do. I have a consultant, an in-house consultant, Todd, who has a glorious beard as well, but definitely needs some manscaping tips. Todd, pop on the stream. Give me a breakdown of the review of today's podcast. Give me my pros and cons, and then we'll wrap up this podcast with a smile. But it's good. So yeah, we'll see you Thursday morning. We'll be ready with our contestants and our followers to participate in the contest. Should be fun. We'll take the whole hour being able to do this. We're going to take a lot of pictures, a lot of video.
I'm coming in special just for this. Normally I'm not here on Thursdays, and I was like, I'm in on this, right? And he's like, oh yeah,
got to.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so real quick to send this out, I got Todd Marley broadcasting from his man cave. Good morning, Todd.
Good morning.
All right, so what is your takeaway here from your last 2 comments? What was that?
Well, I've been listening. I actually went out and did domestic stuff around and had you in the earphones and wasn't watching today. And
okay.
I wasn't bagging on anybody. This was a day where Weirdo really was out of her element. I don't know if she has a lot of beard experience.
I
wanted to talk industry stuff with him because, again, I was a hairstylist for 12 years.
Yeah,
but then,
she knows.
But, then brought on Jane and Leo.
Yeah, Jane and Leo.
Which is an act that's been introduced to me, so I don't...
You were there.
Also,
I know, and I understand.
Medication.
You were there. You existed.
Yeah.
I look pretty.
Yeah. You look gorgeous on that. Well, okay, real quick, we'll end this on an industry question that you could gear towards Tim before we let him out.
It would be specifically about the mall, because as I came into the industry 10 or 12 years ago, salons being in malls were starting to go out.
Right.
And not be successful because they weren't getting that walk-in traffic. Are you finding that people are just specifically just going to you because you're you, or are you getting walk-in traffic?
Both, actually. there's still a lot of people that go to the mall,
Mm,
and a lot of it is 30,000 people a month walk by our front door.
nice.
So it's about how you present, essentially how you're presenting your business there. And so we're
Yeah.
getting a lot of people who recognize our style, the
Mm.
environment. That's why we want to make it an experience. And obviously you have to have good cosmos and barbers.
Yeah.
And we do. So it's starting to really gain some traction from that. I mean, we just launched the salon just literally 3-4 months ago.
Oh, okay.
It's been a long project come together. We started with one, but it was tough to get people to come in because of the COVID.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so now that dust is settled, we're starting to see a lot more traction from it.
Nice.
coming back in.
And as far as, your stylists and your barbers, are you doing commission or are you doing chair rental?
We have a combination of both. Really.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's kind of unique the way we structured it. It gives them the opportunity to really kind of control their destiny. But high comp structures. And we've got our own hair extension line
Nice.
that we source, so we can offer discounted prices. The way Rustiks is going is we're going to be the Costco of services. So what you're talking
Okay.
about, the environment of Vegas, that's
Yeah.
what it's going to be. A members only joint. It's a huge footprint that you walk in, and it has all the elements that are individual storefronts where you can walk into the barbershop carrying your beer.
Yeah.
You can leave and walk over to the massage spa, and then you can walk over to retail, and at the end you can walk into the gym. So there's childcare. So there's a major growth plan going on, and we're kind of taking those steps very carefully, and we're getting there. So it's cool.
So your goal to open a gym in the Tucson Mall too?
It's not going to be in the Tucson Mall. We're gonna,
Okay.
that's the flagship.
Yeah.
That's the baby. So, but where we're going as a whole is think of it's not going to be as big as the mall,
Yeah.
but like a Lifetime Fitness. You heard of them?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Something like that, but much better.
I like it.
Yeah. So
Nice.
it's again, it's all about an experience.
Yeah.
With discounted prices.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
hair's,
Well, you got
hair's
to keep
expensive.
you got to keep it
Sure.
affordable. I mean,
Right.
I've left the industry in this last year, and a lot of it was I couldn't keep up. I'm like, I can't stay affordable, with the way that retail's going up and everything,
Mhm.
and still make money, but also still retain those clients.
Yeah.
Because also trying to compete with people doing hair out of their houses.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they do.
Well, then that's kind of why you offer the experience, and I think that's what adds on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, everyone can get a haircut,
Right.
but if a lot of people, they look at getting a haircut as something to do.
Self-care.
It's part of their self-care.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And everything about the experience is more than just the cut. You're sitting back, you got you're cracking jokes, guys. You got some, a good game on the TV, or all this stuff.
Right. I mean,
that's good.
my entire career, I avoided going into the chop shops.
Right.
I hated that whole thing of learning that in beauty school, being like, oh yeah, and you have 12 minutes to do a haircut. I'm like, the hell you do that? So people will be like, I got a bad haircut. It's like, no, you got an incomplete haircut because there's
Right.
not enough time. Because
Right.
you want that experience, and you want to relax. You want to feel
Right.
welcomed.
Right.
And shout out to this comment here, Kuriyami, first stream, but been listening to y'all for months. Thank you for
Yeah,
checking us out.
you.
Checking out on the stream. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today, but we'll follow up more with Tim. We'll see him Thursday as we do the beard envy. And then, of course, we'll just, this first time, but not last time. So, there's a lot of stuff that we didn't even get to because you have a lot of stuff to offer. So we will make sure that if we don't even get to it next time, that we have that open door policy. You pop in, hang out with us to keep us updated on what people need to know to be a part of that crew.
Right on.
Because it's a cool crew and it's great services that
Thanks,
you
man.
offer. So
Thank you.
yes, well, thank you. I'm so looking forward to the Beard Envy competition, and I know that it's going to be wildly entertaining for you guys watching the stream. So be on the lookout for that Thursday. And if you entered to win, be on the lookout for my phone call that's going to be coming here shortly, because I will be calling all of our potential contestants to be here, prompt, early, and hairy as shit.
Right on.
All right. Thank you guys for watching this stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.